When Ling Yuan changes the direction of the spirit veins, miasmic simulacra will be continuously generated. Continuously? That doesn't bode well. These simulacra will deal continuous damage to nearby characters. When Ling Yuan is gathering Hydra or Anima adeptal energy, if there are any miasma simulacra still present, Ling Yuan will gather them as well as power up the attack. Use adeptal energy to eliminate your simulacra. That's not very specific. Do I just, like, T? That's the button. If all miasmic simulacra are eliminated before Ling Yuan gathers up adeptal energy, the spirit veins will be stabilized once more, reviving all party members and granting them the protection of the spirit veins for a short duration. While Spirit Veins protection is active, all party members' attack will be increased and they'll be continuously healed. Freeze Ling Yuan while she is gathering hydrodeptal energy and then use Shatter, Melt, or other mental reactions to break the ice and briefly immobilize her. Attack this. Why do I need like a massive instruction block? Attack Ling Yuan with elemental type attacks that undergo elemental reactions with Animo. That's all of them. To break the Spirit Wind pearls she summons and gain the same immobilization effect. That's a whole lot of bleh.
The night is cold.
It's an easy mode. Surely we can get through this.
Time to shine! Barbados, guide us. The fuse is lit! A festive reprise! Not now. Don't be scared.
I mean, that just is a normal reaction for me. I would normally rotate to freeze her anyway. Ling Yuan, human, let me tell you what you shall do. Fire arrows at my heart. If you approach up close, strike me with your sword, I will fight you to the last. You are the only one here who can fight. When I have crushed your neck, I will triumph. No, I don't intend to kill you. Why? I do not understand. You've already lost. You're Futin's friend. Fine. You may ask me one question, but I don't care about your questions. Why? Maybe? Why are you doing this? You still really care about doing things like that, even though you lost, huh? Then let us exchange questions. Shamal, do you have any questions? Why are you letting the kid ask? We have a really important question to ask. Bluey, why did you have to fight? Can't we all be friends? That's 2 questions. You bunch of 2-legged. And you, Fujian. You have not the strength to form 2 legs of your own, yet you wish to walk in their form and speak to me. But how can humans and wild beasts ever be friends? That's not true, Bluey. You're lying. If that's the case, why didn't you just let those beasts eat me back then? If humans and beasts can't be friends, and you're a beast, you shouldn't have helped me. My actions are sometimes beyond even my understanding. You were merely fortunate. Well, why didn't you just eat Mountain as well? She almost bumped into you while lost in the fog at the foot of the mountain. I saw it. You've got a really pretty tail. You humans possess such wisdom that even nature submits to your will. In that case, you tell me, why didn't I eat her? What kind of a question is that? Mount Lycian is dear to Adeptus Fujin. Let us assume you are correct. She has told me much about the Rain Jade rite. Perhaps those memories affected my actions. You actually remembered everything I told you. Every year before the rite, you would tell me and that white snake how expectant you were and how nervous. And after the rite, you would tell us how the festivities were so fun and lively. Wait, what? Festivities plural was? No. You would always speak, and I could not help but listen. Only humans forget. I forget nothing. You have cleared this doubt of mine. Now you may ask a question. Well, Adeptus Fujin, have you any questions? Thank you, Lunara. Just a while back, Ling Yuan, I was telling them stories about our past. Why do you wish to wreck Tenyu Vale, which we once fought so hard to protect? You planted tea trees, promising to enjoy tea with us. This, too, I remember. But that sort of tea no longer exists. Oh, this is Ling Yuan. I want to change this land. I want to make it like it was all those millennia ago. You've walked with humans for too long. You've forgotten that you, I, and the snake all came from nature. Where is the snake, by the way? I knew that you never truly perished, and you did not depart this place like the snake. Oh, snake's dead and moved on. Got you. So I wish to change this place to the form it had when you were all born. All these years, I have been slowly adjusting the spirit veins. Oh, I get it. So that's where the miasma came from. Correct. Side effects. In the end, the process will change the soil, the waters, and the forests to what they should have been. What the soil, waters, and forest should have been? You truly have forgotten the past. The rivers rose and fell with the rains, and their path was not fixed. The tea trees and flowers were not trimmed or cultivated, nor did they exist for humanity. In such an environment, you would regain your old form and frolic once more in the great rivers. You would regain your strength. Spiritual power blanketed the land in those days. The wild shrubs grew thick. Now, the mountains and forests silent, and the shimmering voice of the spring waters, tinkling like jade, can be heard no longer. But you don't understand. You still think you must stop me. Lingyuan, I count myself more blessed than most to have lived such a happy life, and in the end, my soul returned to my home. You are the one he does not understand. Yes, and I have never understood. Why is there no music on any of these fudging cutscenes? It's so awkward. I know we get times when the music doesn't match the scene, but even that's better than this just silence. After you defeated me, you should have taken my territory. You planted tea on my mountain and gave that land to the humans. I do not understand why you did this. Tenyu Vale was once but a nameless land, and we were nameless insects, beasts, and fish. I was the master of an uncultivated mountain, and today that place belongs to neither of us. You took a human form and walked among them. You instituted the Rain Jade Rite and helped them change the soil and water. I did not understand then either, but I could see how happy you were. The snake changed into a human form and used her knowledge to create medicines and save the sick. I could understand how the agile human fingers could help her do what she wished, but I do not know why it was done. What happens after caused me still more confusion. You fought alongside humans and their so-called gods, and you perished. Humans fighting each other over territory and survival. Now that I can understand. You both belong to the great river and the mountainous forests. You could have chosen to leave them and live on with me. Let that which is human belong to them, and nature belong to nature. Even if our territory were to shrink, we could still live freely. But now you wish to stop me and defend this land subdued by humanity. Answer me. Why? Lingyuan, my friend, it is as you say. I do wish to protect them. Do not answer me with my own question. I was asking you why. This Lingyuan might be a beast, but she cares about the order of things, huh? I know, that's how I learned so much from her. So you guys were just discussing stuff in the mountains? Well, not totally. Why are we having this as a side conversation? It's irrelevant to the main conversation at hand. Can we go back to Fujin? Well, not totally. That said, after hearing everything Bluey and said about Fujin Jeje, I thought they'd be happy to meet each other. At first, I was like, that was a really irrelevant aside. Why did we have that conversation? Unless it said more in the original language. I did not understand humanity, and I did not enjoy their excessive demands and love for hoarding, or their eternal desire to have more than they need, while caring so little for the needy themselves. Trading, wealth. Like you, I did not understand these concepts, and did not understand why they influence human joy and sorrow. But across the long years, I have also seen many other things. The cries of children break my heart. Really? It just annoys me. And the sound of an old person's shattered memory saddens me, just as though it were a microcosm of these mountains and rivers. Have you noticed them? Seen them? The children who wash their little feet in the streams, fishermen laughing beneath the light of the rainbow's arc, the moonlight trysts of lovebirds, their figures painted silver. Humans, too, are creatures of this land. Just how different is their innocence from ours? You mean to say that you have chosen to take their side due to these emotions, not through natural principles of logic, and not due to anyone's orders. I suspect that Herblord had much the same reasons as I. That said, I'm sure she'd put it all very differently. Ha! I remain unsatisfied with your answer, Fujin. I do not understand. Do you not? I think you've understood for a long time. When our previous god raised the waters, it was you who brought your familiars around to attack the people and drive them to the shelters we had created. I just wish to help my friends, to make their wishes reality. Even if doing so means going against nature and the principles you follow? Even if it meant going against nature and the principles I follow, I would do so anyway. Well, then we aren't all that different now, are we? Didn't you also choose your own position on account of your feelings? I am satisfied with your answer, Fujin. Now, you may ask a question. Very well. May I ask the next question, Lunara? Paimon?
What about my question?
Paimon can't really think of any good questions at the moment. Since you've got one, you go right ahead. You acknowledged my answer, acknowledged me, and acknowledged that you made choices based on your own feelings. Now let me ask you. No, don't ask. You know what I'm going to ask you, right? If I needed your help, would you still make the same choice? That's right. And what is your answer? Yes, I would. Even should another 1,000 years pass, and even if you asked me 1,000 more times, my answer would be the same. In that case, Lingyuan, I do in fact need your help. I truly wish to save the people of Tenyu Vale, so please, don't fight me from nursing the water and soil, alright? I promise you, Fujin. You have walked with humans for so much time, and have learned their cunning, while I am but a foolish beast. My claws and teeth are sharp, but I am no match for you. Thank you, Lingyuan. And thank you, Lunara, Paimon, and Xiaomao. You've accompanied me for so long, and you've helped me a lot. I wouldn't have made it here without you. He. I'm happy to have helped you, big sis. I'm so glad that Bluey got to meet you all too. I was so worried when you fought. You also have my thanks, Lunara, Xiaomao. It was you who brought Fujin to me, though the circumstances of the meeting were not what I hoped for. And what about Paimon? Nobody cares about Paimon. Even Lingyuan doesn't care about Paimon. All right then, let us begin. I still thought we were supposed to get the jade from the courtyard in this quest line. Why is it there if we don't collect it? And we only picked up one half of the jade. Where's the other half of the jade? Fujin Dede. Big sis. Where did she go? Do you still not understand? She used all the energy she accumulated recently to nurse the land. Wait, if that's the case, does that mean... Yes, it is as you suspect. But she struggled so hard to... That we have now finished nursing the soil and water. The miasma that remains will not disappear immediately, so you have to be careful out there. Eh? Sorry for making you all see me like this. It is just as Lingyuan said. I have completely used up the energy I accumulated recently, and I can no longer maintain my favored form. Paimon thought that... What's wrong? Nothing. Paimon's glad you're still here, Adeptus Fujin. Seriously, Lingyuan. What about me? She wasn't entirely wrong, Paimon. As long as you're still here, Fujin. Though my form is as it has become, I am far more comfortable than before. At first, I was trapped at Carp's Rest and could only reminisce about the outside world through the scent of the tea offerings. If I had not met you and Paimon, people of such compatibility with the spirit veins, I would have had none but my shadow to talk to, much less be able to leave Carp's Rest. Thank you for your concern. Please forgive me, but I must depart now. I'll need a bit of rest. And another thing, Lingyuan. Speak. What else would you have me do? Or not do? Nothing. I just didn't get to say this due to the circumstances that prevailed before, but it's good to see you again. I know. Thank you all. Eh? Where did that one come from? I should thank you for bringing her back. Safe, smooth, and slippery. Even the way in which her fins move is the same as I remember. You sure have a strange way of remembering people. Or fish, whichever. I do not know how you did it, nor why you were able to obtain her adeptal energy. All these thousands of years, and I never once heard her voice. It might be due to Lunara's unique constitution. I see. However, I am but a foolish beast. Even if I wanted to see her again, I would not know of a better way. I could only spend thousands of years clumsily imitating her methods, regulating the spirit veins in this land. I am quite stupid, and I only knew this method, and so I did it. It was akin to scooping every droplet from a rushing river, or every grain of sand from the vast desert. I knew as well that she would not smile as she once did, even if these mountains returned to how they once were. She, I, and the snake once laughed and swam happily here. Those days will never come again. She loves humanity too much, even more than she loves herself. Had I succeeded, she would only hate me. Out of curiosity, is the white snake, the herb lord, actually... Oh, God, what's her name? Shangyong? I don't remember. What's the name of Baju's... That's his name, right? He's white snake. I don't remember. Is she connected to this, or is it just a coincidence that she happens to be a white snake? I know white snakes are a thing in Chinese mythology, but yeah, is it just a coincidence that she's also a white snake? And maybe the herb lord didn't die. But that would not have mattered to me, so long as she could regain her form and swim free once more. And Paimon thought you were more concerned about nature. Of course I care. A land untamed by humans, a land of wild beasts. But that is a different subject from the matter of Fudian. If she thinks that a land tamed by humans is better, that strange tea leaves grown on such land taste superior, then I shall do what pleases her. So thank you. You're welcome? Well, speaking of that, Paimon's curious. What did the tea leaves taste like in the past? When the land changed before, the tea leaves' flavour was much closer to what it is in the past, apart from some differences due to human influence. Wait, so you mean that the weirdly flavoured tea cakes we had were... In that case, I prefer the current flavour profile. Tea leaves cultivated by humanity will be more to their liking, of course. What I do not understand is Fusion's tastes. If a snake was here, we would ask for her opinion, but perhaps her tastes have also become strange from spending so much time with humans. Before you go, Lunara, I have one final question for you. Those that came from nature will, for some reason, go against nature, against the laws nature originally followed. Will humans also go against humanity, against the principles they initially followed for certain reasons? That depends on the circumstances. You may as well have just said yes. But context matters, Lingyuan. Thank you. I have received the answer I desired. Well then, Shamal, Lunara, and Paimon, we shall meet again. Alright then, see you later, Bluey. Also, remember to take care of Fujin Jie. She seems kind of weak right now, so she could use some extra care. I will. Farewell. Please wait, Lingyuan. I have a question for you as well. Ask then. I do owe you that. If human activities are a part of the laws of nature, how would you view humanity? A strange question. In the distant past, they were indeed part of nature, but they are no longer so. That is because... No. I need to give this question more thought. Next time we meet, I will give you my answer. Huh? Next time we meet? Why would there be a next time? Isn't this the end of Chanyu Vale? Next time we meet? What does that mean? Escort Shama back to Chalian Village. Really? Kid, can't you... You made it here by yourself. Do I really have to escort you? Sheesh. 79%? What? What could I possibly have missed? Other than the fact I'm still missing a teleport waypoint somewhere. Where, though? I have all the ones above ground. So, what underground space have I missed? I do not understand. Really? 79%? Is there an underground place that I missed? But I've been all along here. I didn't see an underground path. Did anybody else see an underground path? No, it just goes through there, which we already went through. I didn't see anything underground here.
Up, up, and away.
No. Didn't one of you guys yap on about sun? You. The sun begins to descend in the sky, adorned with. I don't get what he's talking about. Is it a time thing? To when the sun's descending? There you go. Sun is descending. Wait until afternoon, just so. I did! It's afternoon! What is your definition of afternoon, man? Is the sun gonna like shine through on this angle magically? What, define afternoon, bro? Is this considered afternoon? 6 p.m? Sounds like nighttime to me. I did! It's afternoon. What do you guys want from me? Where is the sun, by the way? Maybe it's too late in the afternoon. It should be like early afternoon. Maybe. Where is the sun? Dude, where is the sun? Maybe it is too late. Maybe we need to go earlier in the afternoon, like after midday afternoon. How about that? Afternoon. I sort of feel like the sun's supposed to come on top of you guys. What am I gonna do with you lot? Okay, let's give it another little bit. Am I just waiting for the sun to hit this spot? Oh, it doesn't. Or does it? Well, so you're now imbued with sunlight. Are you happier? Nope. You haven't been hit by sunlight. I don't know that you will. Because that, above you, kind of stops the sunlight from hitting you. Ooh, there's a gap, there's a gap, there's a gap. He just doesn't want to talk to me. After you wait in silence for some time. I got an achievement. Ah! I was waiting. I was like, what? Oh, it looks like a fishy.
What do we have here?
Yes, yes, that's the chest I needed. Yay! We killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So what is this? Discover the secret of the jade in Mount Lysium. Works for me. Witness the completion of the rain. Yeah, not that one. We want this. Yeah! Nailed it. Haven't nailed that though. And where are we upgrading the votive rain jade? I don't even know where is Carp's Rest? Could anyone tell me that? Where's Carp's Rest? I have nothing on my map saying this is where you hand in the carp. I'm very confused. And what about this piece of jade here? We never figured that out. I don't remember what that is. What's this? Underground altar. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. So many unknowns. A side quest? What is this nonsense? You're back. We were just saying that good rainfalls. Uncle Lure, you were on the rise below me. You were the side quest. Okay, hi. We're just saying that good rainfall's bound to bring good tidings. And what do you know, dear guests? You have arrived right on time. How did it go? Well, I trust. Tell us all about it. We're saying thanks to Adeptus Fudian, we were able to clear the source of the abnormalities. You explain what happened to Grandpa Lu and Uncle Lua. So you met the legendary Carp Adeptus. Oh my, as one would expect of the young Miss of the Fayum Commerce Guild, who really do have friends in high places. Hee, it was a piece of cake for me. Now your water and soil problems should be no more. Well, old lure, what did I say? I told you it was a soil problem, but you wouldn't listen. If it wasn't for them, who knows when our tea leaf problem would be solved. Regardless, thank you both for your help on our guests. With your help and the protection of the Carpodeptus, I'm sure our village will surely see a great harvest of tea leaves this coming year. Oh yes, please take these. Take it as a token of our thanks. Right, Pawan almost forgot. We came across this kid during our adventures. Is he from the village too? Hee, Uncle Lua, I'm back. Well, if it isn't you, Xiaomao. Finally have a mind to come back, huh? You don't seem worried at all. And what is there to fret about? This kid runs around in the mountains all the time, and he always comes back safe after getting tired. If you ask me, there's been an Adeptus looking after her in secret all along. You know, maybe that might even have been the Carpodeptus. I've said it before, that wasn't an Adeptus, it was Bluey. All right, Xiaomao, don't argue with Luo here. He's just pretending to know what he's talking about. Come by my place later. I'll make you some egg custard. Woohoo, egg custard. And now you pretend to be a good person. Wait, what do you mean, pretending to know? In any case, I don't really know how to repay you, dear guests. If you should need any help in the future, Telling Village will be there to lend you a hand. Completed. To be continued? What do you mean to be continued? What? So I'm just short these two. I don't know where Carp's Rest is. And then I'm still short a teleport waypoint. Is Carp's Rest where we went into her place, the Aldia village? Except I don't remember which tunnel it was in. It's in this one, right? But I didn't see anything that you could donate the carp spirits to. Is this Carp's Rest? No, this is Adeptus' Repose. I genuinely don't know where I'm supposed to take the bloody carp. It hasn't been explained to me like it gets explained in previous, instances. Like the fountain at Fontaine. What do I do? Oh, he's moved.